Hello everyone, in this video I'll be teaching you all a pretty effective way to farm gold in survival game. Obviously one that doesn't include your wallet because I'm not affording this stuff, that's for sure. But I will afford wasting a lot of my time to farm gold, yeah. So anyways, before we get into a direct route on how to farm gold, there's a few like nifty tricks I think you should know about if you don't know about them. They're pretty basic information if you've been playing the game for a while, but if you don't fully understand the game yet, this will definitely help you out. So we're gonna hop into our skills here and you'll see that mining has a mining bonus of 18%. What this is going to do is it's going to give you an 18% chance when you mine an ore like this to cause double to drop. If you're free to play, that'll make the normal 3 become a 6, and if you're pay to win and you have the double resources from mining stuff or whatever game pass, that could make it go from 6 to 12, becoming super beneficial if you're paying for that game pass, that is. The next one's going to be crafting, and that's this crafting refund chance by 5%. As you can see here, if we go in here, actually hold up, first thing we need to find is our gold. You can see I have 174, so if I put in 174 of these and I craft this, you'll see that we can still craft more afterwards, and this is because of that 5% refund chance. So when you're crafting a ton of stuff, this 5% is going to happen pretty frequently. So out of 174, let's see, well, obviously not 100 more, but okay, not even, okay, let's just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 more. So we got basically, because of that 5% crafting chance, we made 24 extra gold out of 174. It helps a little bit, not necessarily needed, but between this, you're always farming this gold, you're going to level your mining and your crafting up relatively easy. So if you want to add in wood cutting and food as well and just rebirth, that's fine with me. But if you're strictly here to farm as much gold as possible, I recommend keeping max mining skill and max crafting skill. This will help just boost your numbers just that much more in profit wise. So obviously we're going to start our route. Obviously first one would be here. If you guys don't want to follow the full uncut route of this, I'm going to put a map on screen right now. You can just pause it, and if you know the map decent enough, you should be able to pick up where all these are at, and you should be able to follow this route relatively easy. This route is going to include respawning, so make sure you put a bed down. Go ahead and set your spawn point here, and that's because at the end of the route, we're going to escape, and we're going to reset character so we can spawn back at our bed. So yeah, let's hop into that route. So first one's going to be here. Obviously, we already broke it. Second one's going to be here. And then we obviously got to get out of this cave. This is a pretty standard spot. Most people know about these two, and then the one outside at the waterfall. I'm going to walk the whole path. That way, if people are mining these while watching the video at the same time, we'll be running at the same speed, and that way, you know, you don't have to pause the video and cut or worry about where I went or what happened. You'll know exactly where I am walking because, well, we're going to do this in real time and not fast forward this. We're not going to skip forward. We're going to make sure you know exactly where I'm walking and where I'm going so you don't get lost. We're going to come up this hill. We're just right here in the swamp, obviously. And our next node's going to be right over up there. So yeah, we're just going to keep coming this way. If you want to, you can put down a toilet and make yourself faster if you'd like along this route. Personally, for me, the only things I do is I have professional swimmer from rebirthing, which makes me not take a slow debuff when swimming. But if you are slowed while swimming because you haven't rebirthed and gotten professional swimmer yet, I would recommend building boats. So if you don't have the speed buff, I would build a boat at this point right here. Obviously, I said I have speed buff, so I'm not going to build a boat. I'm just going to swim out to the shipwreck. We're going over here. If you're a professional swimmer, because you've got the rebirth thing, don't build boats. You don't need to. If you don't have it, build boats. They're really cheap. They don't cost you much wood. Just make sure you cut a little bit of wood before you go gold farming, and you'll be perfectly fine. Oh, the game is blessing us with that lovely, lovely noisy rain. Isn't that great? So yeah, come out to the shipwreck. Now, by the way, if you don't know, gold ore respawns every 6 minutes, and if you do this route about how I'm doing it, this should take you roughly 6 minutes to mine all these. Once you reset, you'll typically see the ores spawn right back in front of your face. So go ahead and grab this one. Then we're going to swim over here. Now, you could wrap around this mountain and walk back up, but what I prefer to do is be in my private server and just build these ladders, and they're not going to go anywhere unless I leave. So I simply put a ladder here and a little pathway up here. And that's just going to make your life easier as well. Because instead of swimming all the way around and having to hike back up the mountain, we can simply just come up right here. Oh, my failed jump. Don't mind me. This is just going to make it so you can get up here right where you need to right away. rather than trying to wrap around this mountain and get back up the other way. Instead, we'll be just right where we want to be. The next one we're going to grab is right here. This will make a total, I think, of 5 so far. There's 11 nodes on this route, so basically you're going to get 11 of these every 6 minutes, roughly. Next 2 are going to be in this cave up here. Right in this cave is where you want to go next. Obviously, if you want to, you can chop some shrubs, chop these plants, berries, whatever you want. You really don't have to worry about your food bar during this, because you shouldn't be starving like me. Obviously, I've just been not doing what I was supposed to be doing. But we'll go ahead and grab these 2 in here. And then after this, we're going to head on out. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, then you're going to come back out this way. And our next one's going to be on top of this hill here. Now, like I said, this may seem like a lot of running, and you might not be down for that, which that's fine, but effectively, if you're trying to mine the most nodes in like 6 minutes, I'd recommend this route personally. I tried a few. One in the desert worked decent, not as bad, but I noticed you'll still have a little bit of downtime there because there's not quite as many nodes to hit in those 6 minutes. You'll kind of wrap back around and just be kind of sitting there, where I feel like this one really maximizes like respawning to even get back to the first nodes in time and everything else. But yeah. So we're going to go ahead and grab this one here. The next thing I do is I just cut right up here like this. Now you can do one of 2 things here. This is once again where you can optionally make a build like I have, which will just cut you straight across, and then we'll hit this ladder and we'll go up to where we need to. If you don't want to do all this, you'll have to walk up this way, come over, hit this, and then climb up the side that way. So if you're trying to keep this exactly at like 6 minutes, and you're trying to like really hardcore farm, I'd recommend private server, build these things. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly where mine are at, but you know, somewhere close to what it is, so you can obviously make this faster for yourself rather than having to walk all over the place. So once you're up here, you can go ahead and grab these 2, and we'll be headed over to our final node after this. So our final one's going to be all the way over there near Stonehenge, and that's going to also be our reset point according to the map that I showed you earlier. So simply just come down here. Once again, if you have a professional swimmer, I just swim this because building boats honestly can make you too fast for this route. If you really are pushing speed, you can be faster than 6 minutes on this route. So what I do is I just use my professional swimmer. Don't worry about having to worry about building boats and stuff. But if you don't swim fast, you might want to build boats just so you get over here faster. Yeah, last one's up there, and then we'll reset, and you'll see once we get back in the cave that relatively right after getting back there, we'll respawn. And as you can see, we've earned 54 gold. Not my best run. Obviously, I have the game pass for double resources, but this is going to help you farm gold relatively quickly, to be honest, in my opinion. As long as you're actually going to farm. Unless you want to macro AFK or something, then obviously that's its own thing. But if you're actively farming, this is what I did, to be fair. Okay, so we'll go ahead and break this one. We'll grab that, and then we're just going to reset. We're resetting. Dun, dun, dun. We'll choose bed spawn. We'll spawn back in this cave. We broke this one earlier, so obviously it's up. And then you'll see that this one should be respawning here in the next few seconds, probably. Or it should be, at least. And then, yeah, you'll be good to run the route again. We're waiting. It should be up relatively soon. If you ever have downtime like this because you get too fast at the route, you can always just craft your gold away, of course. That's always something to do in your downtime. And see, there you go, boom. So we did that run in a little under 5 minutes. Well, a little under 6 minutes. And that's how I pretty much farm my gold. I'm going to be buying my demonic wings, so if you want to see how demonic wings look on a character, you can also kind of get an idea what the angel wings look like too as well from that, because they're the same model. I think they're just kind of recolored, in my opinion, is the way I think how they work. I could be wrong. That's it. Hopefully this has helped you guys. If it did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, stuff like that. I'm going to be coming back to YouTube and playing this game quite a bit. So, yeah, I will see you all around in the next video or stream. On that note, peace out and have a good rest of your day.